experience in the degree to which it accumulates. Here we don't do any other processing on it. That's all we do here. So at the end of an event, I guess actually, yeah. At the end of the event, interestingly, we don't actually recalculate the percentiles, or should we? Actually, if we process, if so, yeah. So the thing about at the end of the event, since we're only looping over the players who participated in the event, it doesn't account for players who have. No, this is fine. Yeah, this is totally legit. At the end of the event, we loop over, and we just it's strictly additive. Right. So the like at the other juncture I mean, it's a little awkward that we're doing it every 15 minutes because like the events. I know it's gonna like happen at odd times, but basically the idea is that every 15 minutes or every so often. Actually, hold on. Are there other cases where I'm looping over every player in the player dictionary? I mean, like, I could just, like, put it in at another juncture. I could just, like, put in another place where, so for, or in player, dot keys. If name, no, so not if, but I'm looking for, like, loops that use in player dictionary. Oh, there was. Oh yeah. No, that's not. Doesn't really make sense. I could just. Yeah. No. I'm just gonna put this. I really shouldn't. Really shouldn't worry about this too much. In fact, I should just make its own thing. I should also. The thing I put in earlier about the frame condition stack checking clock or whatever, yeah, I should move that higher up because I really should do it. And that way I could put this in, no problem. Hey, registration! How's it going? Or registration, yeah. Um, uh, so, so yeah, okay. I'll do that other thing later, and then I'll feel better about what I'm doing here because here I'm just going to I'm just going to right. I'm just going to say wait. How's it like yeah. Okay. So just so if so like if energy oh yeah. Well, yeah, no, okay, whatever. So so if energy time less than frame time, then we'll say for p key in player dictionary dot keys. Oh yeah, right. So we're gonna say like so total energy equals 0.0. Yeah, that's fine. Uh, uh, this file is oh, I don't know how long this file is. I thought I had a I thought there was like a thing down here in the corner that told me the length of the file, but right now it's saying 1794, and I know that's not right. I know file is like pretty close to 3,000. So it's about 3,000. Last I checked. It might be longer now. Uh, well, your company sounds stupid. No. I don't work for your company, fun fact. I did, and then they fired me. No. Alright. I don't know why people. I don't know. People just have stupid hangups. Cause like I don't know, like I don't like. I guess like okay. So I understand how it's like engineers are able to accomplish things that are difficult to comprehend. I mean, that's why we have engineers and why these things don't just magically exist without engineers. But like, if you're really like, if your brain is like so, if you're so like, I'm not even gonna. I'm just like, let's all please like think of things that are meaningful, and like go by things that are meaningful, and make decisions based on things that are meaningful. Because when we make decisions based on things that are not meaningful, I'm not even gonna go down that path. Um, yeah, my IDE doesn't have the line numbers on it anymore because I changed. I used to when I was working in Spider, I could just check the line number easily. I thought I could check it in PyCharm, but the number that I thought was the line count is not the line count anymore. So, uh, like if excuse me, yeah, registration. Like if there was something actually wrong with this program, like I would totally take that like feedback, right? But like if someone's like line number too big, it's like your brain too inferior. Like come up with real criticism and then I don't mean that as an insult to anyone. I just mean like that's not that statement that like that assessment in itself is not valid criticism. So let me know. No, and also I didn't mean that. I wasn't talking about you. I just meant like I mean you referenced your company, blah blah. All right, whatever. Um, uh, so I just said what engineers do. All right. 4P key. Yeah, right. So we're taking so total energy uh, plus equals player dictionary index P key key dot energy. It's pretty much the gist, and then so once we've done that, we can say total energy or so yeah. So actually, we want to keep track of what's this other value? This other value is like so basically we want to keep track of like how much is I don't know exactly how we want to handle this. Like I kind of want to do it by median in a way, but like I mean to do it by median then like oh wait no, I can do it by median. Yeah. Do I really want to do it by median? Sure. Why not? So yeah, so instead of actually making a sum, I could just make a list of all the like a sorted list of all the energy values and uh if doing a handstand while coding like met any of my objectives, then sure, why not? Why not code while handstanding? I mean, I'm coding while walking. Like that meets one of my objectives. The whole objective of like not dying of like heart disease. um, um, yeah, no, don't stress yourself, registration. Uh, so, hey, Nifrim, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, multiple files is just like horizontal organization, and using the same file as vertical organization. Like, all right, whatever. Um, we we talk about this way too much, honestly. um, yeah, right. Okay, so the reason I'm thinking I'll use like medians instead of averages is because I don't want it to be the case that like one person just like goes out of control and like ruins it for everyone. um, I mean, I don't know. The other thing is like the system also kind of breaks like the system could break in like other ways too. Cause like these oh yeah that's the other thing is it's like these are floats too. Right, so no, this is fine. I'll just say But yeah, whatever. No, I'm gonna do this. All right, so like energies is just gonna be oops, energies equals list, and then so energies will get appended with all of these things. Energies will get appended. Dot append. Doop doop. And so then energies dot sort. Yeah. And then we can say all right, so like so I want, I guess for starters I could start with you're looking for, okay, so what function in my code would you like to see? Would you like to see add experience, or would you like to see load stream data, maybe? Load stream data is a good one. Oops. If I could spell, we could get there even faster. Like, yep, that was really tough. We just parsed through 4,000 lines of code, and it took all of like several, like, it took several seconds to run 2 separate searches and get exactly where we wanted to go. That was really, that was really heinous and really aggravating. Gosh, how did we accomplish that? We're such engineers. Just for fun, I'm also gonna just constantly redefine the term engineer throughout the stream. I'm just gonna yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Energies dot sort. Oh, that's some good engineering right there. That is some top quality engineering. Oh man. I had some homemade tomato soup yesterday, and it was really well engineered. I thought it had like the yeah. All right, well, hangout registration. It'll probably happen eventually. All right, so energies that sort. So yeah, basically, I don't know. I'll like for starters, I'm just gonna go with like the upper 90th percent, and then the upper half, or maybe the upper 60th percent. No, the upper half's fine. All right, so like 90th. Is that a word? 90th equals what? So all right, so it's the integer of the rounded yes. So actually, I might go with floor, math.floor instead of rounds, because hypothetically. Wait, no. If I round, no. If I round, I was thinking like if I round, like I don't want to accidentally like make it so that no one gets picked. No, but I'm going by the 90th, so there has to be at least. No, even if we round up, we'll still at least select one. There will at least like be one player. Registration. At no point did anyone say multiple files are bad. I don't know if you just love multiple files so much that you have to like constantly preach their value. No one said that multiple files are bad. Obviously, this game is running without multiple files, so nothing this game has done so far requires multiple files. But that's not to say that I wouldn't be using multiple files if I needed to use multiple files. What I said is that saying that this project exists in one file is not valid criticism, because it's not criticism. It's a valid statement. It's just not criticism. And so I mean, this was brought up in the context of hiring and firing, and so typically if you're going to hire or fire someone, you would have like a valid point. You'd have some idea of what you were talking about. Because like that's people's lives. It's literally people's lives. Like I had a friend who was literally he was expecting his first kid and he got let go, which was that sucks. It's like if people are using I don't know enough about the details of the situation to know exactly like what happened there, but like if anyone was like, oh, he put, he didn't use multiple files for no particular reason. Like if that was the reason, I would literally punch that person in real life. Which is a phrase I use surprisingly often, considering I'm a pacifist in real life. But I just mean to emphasize like how strongly I feel about that. All right, so we're rounding. What are we gonna do? We're gonna the 90th is the length of the length of player dictionary.keys. Actually, you can just take the length of a dictionary, right? I'm assuming those are equivalent statements. Uh, I'll just engineer it so as to I don't care about which. All right, so it's this times 0.9. Okay. And then did I say 50th was the other one? I shouldn't name these after the percentages because I might want to change the percentages. So I'll just say this. I'll just call this like top tier, and then I'll call this high tier. The high tier, yeah, pretty much the same thing, except this time. So basically, what we're pulling out here is the index of the player, like closest to the 90th percentile, and then also the index of the player closest to the 50th percentile. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to say, oh, and you know what? Actually, we don't have to send it through anything. We can just say, so yeah, we'll just call this like top energy marker. Excuse me, and then we'll call this high energy marker. And then we'll literally just. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, energies. Okay, so then energies index these values. Yeah, because we just populated the energies list based on the entire player dictionary. So so we're getting the index of the player that represents like the cutoff of the 90th percentile, and we're getting the player to represent the 50th. We're checking what their energy values are, and we're setting those as the markers. So now, when we add players to the parade, we're going to check if. Oh wait, that was the other thing that we were going to do. Oh yeah. Right. This is also the part where we step down the energy over time, because energy like fades over time. So the right. So actually, before we do that, let's say player dictionary p key dot energy times equals 0.9, and then the last thing I need to remember to do is say energy time energy energy time plus equals frame time plus energy cooldown. Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just going to mute the microphone for 1 second, but I'll be right back. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so yeah, all right. Because we're only going to process this once every like I don't know, 5 minutes or so. I mean, like the frequency with which we process it is not super important. Oh, you know what? I might only want to do this for players who are active, because the players who are completely inactive. No, that's fine. No, yeah, no, this is fine. I'll just do it over the entire population. Uh, like hypothetically, if there were a lot of like spectators, then like a lot of people could have these stars, but that's fine. Hey, Craigster, how's it going? Welcome. What I'm working on is actually what we see across the bottom of the screen here. I call it SideQuest. It's this project I've been working on. It's an on-stream late adventure game played in the style of a tabletop RPG. And right now I'm adding in a system where I don't know, like top adventurers I called it. Like it's like this game doesn't have a leaderboards, but I'm gonna add in like something to indicate like who's doing really well right now, kind of thing. It's not gonna be like a perpetual like all time high score or whatever. It's gonna be like uh, I'm calling it like an energy system kind of, and so I'm making it so that when you gain experience or like when you know when you're taking actions, when you're taking part in the adventure, your energy ticks upwards, and then slowly over time energy ticks downwards. But we're also setting up these thresholds where whereby the players like with some of the highest energy values get like I think it's gonna be like a star icon or something. It's gonna be like so like we can kind of see. Sorry, I'm gonna make the screen look weird. So like they're like yeah, they're adventures like marching across the screen, and like their name tags show up. Hey, look, there's you for example. So for example, if you had very high energy right now, you would have like a star like above your character would have like a star above their head too. I guess is what I'm going for. And I think like I don't like I want to. So right now I've so far I've like put in I've set up for there to be two different tiers. Uh, the top energy tier and the high energy tier. I mean, I could do like as many tiers as I wanted, really. Like I could I'm trying to picture like what like how to represent this, and I was thinking like so like for the high energy tier, it would probably be like a star, right? And then for the I should probably go with higher than 50% too, because like I don't want like there to be stars just like all over the place. Like I actually want it to be fairly reserved. So yeah, actually this should be a lot higher. It should be like 70%, 70th percentile. Or maybe actually no, maybe it should be the top 50th percentile of active players. Huh. Yeah, it'll be the top 60th percentile or like the top 40th percentile of active players, and this will be just the or like 60th percentile, not top 60. Okay, whatever. And this will be like the 90th percentile of active players. But yeah, it'll only be active players. So, oh yeah, yeah. Oh right. So for one thing, it should be the length of energies, not of player dictionary.keys, and also right. So let's only do this if so let's only add this in if player. Actually, no. We only have to do any of this if player dictionary index p key our player. We only have to do this in the case that was it? I have a value that I'm using to keep track of this. It's dot active. I think it's called active. Right, and because if you're not active, if the player's not active, then that means, or if the player hasn't taken an action at all in the game, then their active value, acted, excuse me, not active, but acted. Yeah, then we won't even consider those players. So is it? Yeah. So if acted. Yes. Oh, huh. I mean, so one thing that happens here is if a player leaves and returns, like their energy gets wiped. I did kind of say that though. I did kind of say it would be that way. Cause like, I mean, the alternative is that I could save their data and timestamp it, so that way, when the script loads again. Yeah, huh. I might want to do that. Save out their energy. I don't know. That's a lot of data. I won't worry about it for now. But if it gets like if it gets obnoxious, like if it gets like really disappointing that players who get disconnected. Yeah, because like if your internet connection cuts out and you just get disconnected for a minute, then like it'd be a little sad to come back and have all your energy wiped out, especially if you were like doing really well. Uh, huh. I I don't know. I don't know what to do there. Um, I guess yeah, I mean I guess like the best thing to do would just be to write it out so that way yeah, that's not so bad. They're yeah, no, that's really not that bad. It only has to be when yeah, at the end of the event when we write out how much experience the player gains, that's also when we can write this out and yeah, that's totally fine. Oh, also energy should oh yeah, no, I shouldn't be treating energy the way I'm treating it now. I should be treating it with a different like in a slightly different manner because like yeah, right now it's too closely tied with experience, and so like the extent to which experience values would fluctuate, like the energies would be coming in like with different amounts. I don't actually want to do that. I want to instead. Where is it that I added that in? It was like right in. It was further down than this. It was the part where we were processing, like the player dictionary. Why is all this stuff highlighted on my sidebar? Oh, because I have the player dictionaries. I have the player dictionary highlighted, and so we're showing all the references to the player dictionary throughout the game. Okay, so where was it? It was higher than this. This is not the same section. All right, so the part where we yes, here it is. It's where we right now we're adding in the values index of PB, but I think actually we might just want to add in PB, and we might actually. Huh. Oh. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah, okay, so the difference between energy and experience is that experience goes through the values like register to see how much the event was worth, whereas like energy is just going to be like ambiguous to that. Or like ambivalent of that, excuse me, because it doesn't matter how much the event is worth. It just matters how actively you're participating. I don't know. I might change that. No, you know what? I'm gonna keep it how it was because I kind of like the current pace of the game. Like that, the whole values index is supposed to like kind of like smooth out the game and make sure it's like a nice continuous like a like a smooth experience. I don't know how else to describe it. And so actually, I guess that's fine. What haven't I done yet? Oh yeah, I haven't made a. I haven't. I'm not actually keeping track of. I mean, I kind of am, but only because of how Python does it. What is it? The what did I call it? Like the top energy. Yeah. So the top energy markers. I should initialize these. I'm going to initialize them to something. Oh yeah. What if no players have acted? Right, that's feasible. So actually, yeah. So we only do this actually if the length of energies is greater than. So if energies, if the length of energies, like when I first start the script, no one has acted. So energies greater than 0, then we'll do that, and then otherwise we don't have to. Actually, we'll have to do that last line regardless, but. So right, so top energy marker and high energy marker. I'm just going to initialize those to something arbitrarily high, I guess, because until there's an event, like players don't have any energy until there's an event, so it doesn't really, we don't really need to make, excuse me, we don't need to do anything with them. As long as they're not breaking the game, then that's legit. I mean, hypothetically, I could save those out too. And yeah, I don't care. Okay. Uh, where should this live? I guess I mean it doesn't really matter. I'll just put it with the like event stuff. Yeah. Sure. Uh, so uh, right. So top energy marker. It'll just start at like I don't know, like 10. It'll just get recalculated real fast, anyways. And then so high energy marker. Marker will actually guess. I'll start it at 9 and 7 because why not? Um, okay, yeah. So these aren't doing anything yet, and that's partly because we actually don't have the asset yet. So I should probably draw the star first, or I should draw like whatever these are going to be. To do that, I will take a. I was gonna say I'll take a screenshot of the game, just to like draw it in context, to see like how it'll look in game. But there's not really a convenient way to get a screenshot of the game. Well, I mean, I could get a screenshot, but it would have like the big pink, big crazy pink background to it. Actually, that's fine. I'll just like get rid of the big crazy pink background. Sorry, just 1 second. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Oh yeah. So for multi events, you can choose as many as you want. So no, yeah. So sorry, if I'd been paying closer attention, I would have helped. I would help with the distracting of the guards. Oh, congratulations on leveling up, by the way. Yeah, no, if I'd been paying closer attention, I would have helped distract the guards. But yeah, like for example, in that case, you handled the sneaking and the planning. But yeah, all right. What was I doing? Oh, right. Did I take the screenshot? I think I did. I moved the thing back off screen, so hopefully I remember to take the screenshot before I did that. Doop-a-doop. File new. Okay, looks like I did. Paste that. Alright, so let's just, for convenience, let's whoops, get rid of this. Let's turn it, I don't know, like a nice inoffensive blue color instead. There we go. Alright, that's good enough. I'm gonna add in a new layer. So there's that. Oh, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna bust out my my drawing tablet as well. Doop-a-doop. And here we go. So yeah, I want this effect to be like not super like out of control in terms of like just like size and like flashiness, because like hypothetically there could be a lot of these on screen and I don't want it to look like too crazy. The other thing is like depending on like what I draw for the character art, like it could be it could get to the point where like these things could be overlapping with other things depending on where I place them. So I guess I'll want to place them fairly high. I'm picturing roughly something like, I don't know, something like that. Like just a star, I guess. I don't know. Whoops, wrong button. Except, alright, here, let me bump up the brush size a little bit because I guess I do want it to be a little bit bigger. I just don't want it to be too big. That's too big, for example. So like, that's not like a reasonable. I cannot draw stars. Stars are really hard to draw, apparently. I don't know, like just like a star shaped thing. Wow, yeah, stars are really hard to draw for some reason. For me right now. And So how bad is that? Like, so that's definitely noticeable. It's weirdly off center. I don't know why I did that. Might as well just put it like above the character. Um, huh. I oh, that's that's a good trick. No problem. Actually, um, when I read the first half of the thing that you said, draw the pentagon, it occurred to me like I could draw the inner pentagon and then I could draw the points coming out too, right? But I so apart from the fact that it's still lumpy and weird looking, uh, is that could be about right? That could be that could be pretty good. And so like the name tag will cover it up. So if it looks super awkward that the name tag's covering it up, I could make it so that it doesn't show like while the name tag's showing, or like I mean hypothetically I could have it offset so that you still see it around the name tag, but I don't really feel like doing anything like that. Um, yeah, so I guess that's probably so yeah so that's probably like roughly what it would look like for the top players, like the top 90th percentile. Because again, I don't want this to be very like big or loud or anything. I just don't know exactly what I want the effect to be for like for the players that are in like the high percentage. Like what was it, like 70th percentile? It might be like it'll probably be a slightly smaller star, and then it'll probably also be silver instead of or like a silver star instead of a gold star, maybe. I don't know. Maybe like that, but then like slightly reduced as well. I don't know. It might just be a slightly smaller star. Although I don't want to. I mean, if it's too small, it also will become like illegible as to like what it actually is. Like, it won't be. People won't know that it's supposed to be a star if it gets too small. Um. So. Yeah, especially if it's a weird like grayish color, then like if it's grayish and indistinct, then like there will be very little. Hey, awesome dude X, how's it going? Welcome. uh, I don't know. I mean, the alternative would be for the I could do like a single star for the high percentage, and I could do like 3 stars for like or I could just do like number of stars. I don't know. That gets a little bit like if I do number of stars, like that gets a little bit like it doesn't seem special. It just seems like a rating system. And then like all of a sudden it's like the people who but actually if I use like a silverish star, then it might look like an empty star versus like a filled star. Hold on, let me see how this actually would look. So if like that character had that, and then what if this other character had that? Like, do those both look cool? Because they should both look cool. One should just look cooler, hypothetically. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Uh, I'm doing well, thank you. I'm adding in kind of a fun system, just like I'm doing nothing of what I planned to do today when I started the day, but the stuff that I am adding, I think it's nice. So, yeah, I might go with roughly this. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm also gonna I'm basically like I'm not even trying to draw it right now. I'm just trying to like I mean like I'm not trying to draw like the actual thing right now. I'm just trying to draw like the outline of what it'll be like where it'll be placed, what it'll how it'll be shaped, like what size it'll be. And making sure that those things read correctly. And I think this is roughly the shape. I will also go in and I won't make it look quite as flat, I don't think. And I'll make it of course I'll go back and touch it up so it's not quite as lumpy. Um, All right, yeah, this is good enough for now. I can always change this stuff later if I feel like it. So, all right, let's. I'm gonna put them both on the same screen again. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna bring the other one closer again. And all right, so let's go back to the other layer. So on this layer, let's yeah, I'll get up close and personal with these stars. Let's all right, here we go. We can do this. We can do this nice star-shaped stars. I believe in the star-shaped. Oops, wrong tool. I believe in the star-shaped stars. Oops. I should probably use one of those cheats, like one of the techniques with the pentagons and like the and that stuff, because I don't know if I'm gonna nail this on my own. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be recognizable as a star shape, I guess. That's pretty close. That's mostly star shaped. Hey, we got a new follower, and an event started. Nifron, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Welcome. And that was a lot of noises all at the same time. Okay, so, what else am I gonna do with this? I guess, alright, so if that's like a decent silhouette, then I guess I can also, yeah, I'll add like brightness to it. So like maybe, oh, so I probably shouldn't have gone with a middle tone. Maybe I should have, hold on. I could shade it and it would look kind of like goldish, or I could actually no, I'm just gonna call that the base, and then I'm gonna actually basically just redraw the whole thing, like using that outline. Because yeah, I think that's like the right middle tone, but I don't usually work with middle tones. I usually work with like why is this? Okay, there we go. With like a lighter tone and a darker tone. They're kind of straddling it. So I'll go with a slightly dark or a slightly lighter version for the whoa, not like that. What just happened? A slightly lighter version for the interior, and then I'll go around the edges with a darker tone. All right, so I'm drawing this on a separate layer in case I just mess it up completely. Alright, so that'll be like the lighter tone, and then the darker tone can be like it'll be very saturated, and then a little less. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the color mixing off screen. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know, something like that, and then oops, what am I doing? Brush. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Alright, it's not going to be this heavy either. Oh, I should do this on a separate layer. As I tend to. New layer. There you go. Doop-a-doop. Oh gosh, I'm doing really poorly at the events today. I should pay more attention to that. Because we could be doing great. And you are doing great, Nifrim. You're doing excellent. You'd have the highest energy. You'd have these stars right now if this star system was actually like implemented in the game right now. But I'm shirking. I'm slacking off. I'm missing all of these events. I'm not even paying attention. Oh, I could make it look like a little 3D. I could like give it like some depth in the, or some like height in the. Oops. No. What am I doing? I give it like a little bit of like height. Whoops. Whatever. Doop-a-doop. No, that's not. I don't really like how it looks. I probably shouldn't try and do that. Should probably just keep it like roundish. Doop a doop. Doop a doop, doop a doop. I don't know. Sorry, I just got really misshapen. I followed roughly the pattern from before, but I think. Oh, well, this isn't helping. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, the shading. It it like feels like it changes the silhouette a little bit. So I think I'll have to like just kind of like reshape that around that constraint a little bit. So yeah, I'll put the shading like a little more off. I was like trying to put it like within that silhouette, but I think if I put it like off of it a little bit more, it will it might come through a little bit better. Doop doop. Oops. Nope, wrong tool. No, wrong tool. Oh gosh, I'm ruining everything. This shaded leg down here, it just keeps looking so stumpy and small. I need that not to be the case, please. Oh, you know what I should do? I'm gonna bring OBS on screen a little bit, so I can see like the smaller. Whoops! I can see the smaller version as well. Oops! Hold on. Sorry, I'm just positioning that. It's probably like behind my head, from what you guys see, but I can just see like the smaller version. Which will hopefully help a little bit, because I need a little help right now. Need all the help I can get. How do I make this lower leg, or this lower star leg, like it keeps alternating between like super like stubby and like super bulky, and I don't know how to hit that mid ground. I don't know quite where it is. It was nice to see you, Nifrim. I have to see you again sometime. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just make this a flat star. Maybe I shouldn't try and shade it, because like it took me long enough just to like draw the star shape in the first place. So this might just take me possibly literally forever. I might never actually finish this. Maybe I should just go literally around the whole thing and stop trying to like shade it or whatever. Stop trying to be cute about the volume or the shape or whatever. Maybe that would work better. It's a little weird. It's not like what I usually do, but maybe this is a special case. I can see how it looks. I'm not blind. So don't worry. I'm not going to actually leave it like that, but gosh. Oh wait, I have an idea. Wait, what if I put this on a different layer? What if I put this here? And then or actually here. Yeah. That might be easier, because then I could just like now I'm drawing under it instead of drawing over it, so maybe it'll be easier to put in the edges that way. It's worth a shot, right? Of course now it looks all like lumpy and stuff, but oh, so maybe I should continue the points out. I don't know about that. Then again, I don't know about any of this. Like, nothing that I've done so far has like worked out in a way that I was like, yeah, totally. So I should probably just go back to the one that I had for starters, because I don't think I've improved over that one. Oh, maybe that's No, it's not fine. But actually, I did better with this shape. So maybe like when I redrew the lighter inner star, I messed up the shape a little bit. So maybe if I go back to this one, it'll be better. Oh, that leg is just lumpy shaped. Oh yeah, no, that leg is just weirdly shaped. That was part of, I think, why I had difficulty rendering it. So, how would this look? That might be fine. It looks not great up close, but from a distance it doesn't look as bad. Maybe I will do three tones on this one. Maybe I'll make it look, because right now it looks like a little, it still looks a little flat, so maybe I will actually, I usually just use the two tones, but maybe I'll add a little bit of additional lightness in the center, maybe. I don't know. Doop doop. Something vaguely like that. That's kind of alright, I think. Does it make sense with the other stuff? Oh, you know what this might look weird with is the Zephyr. So I should check that out a little bit. Oh, actually, you know what I could have drawn this on that would have been fine and exemplary is the logo. Because the logo, oops, not this version. That's like a super old version. The logo has like a bunch of adventures in it. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I have a version here, which is pretty good. What was it? It was in my pictures. Logo promo.png. Sure, let's look at this. Right, I just slapped a bunch of characters in here, and yeah, I'm particularly right because there are like little twinkles in the Zephyr or whatever you want to call this thing, and I should just make sure that doesn't look weird there, I guess. So hold on, I'm just gonna smoosh these layers together for a moment and copy that. New layer. It's like how would this look? Is that weird? Because it's definitely a different like color and tone than the Zephyr. Doesn't look bad. I don't think. I think that looks okay. Alright, so yeah, I don't know. I'll just clean this up a little bit and then this might be it. Pretty much. Yeah, right, because what is it? Yeah, so this leg is still a little lumpy, so let's fix that. And then what else? So this leg is still a little lumpy in what regard? In this regard. Okay, oops, wrong tool. No, what am I doing? Undo. I don't know what keystroke I just did. But it was not what I was intending to do. Alright, so that leg, oh, and this leg is a little bit lumpy too. It's like, why does that look slightly off? I mean, it still looks slightly off, but most of the stuff in this game looks a little organic, a little hand-drawn. So it doesn't have to be like geometrically perfect star shape. In fact, it might look weird if it was. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna, hold on, I didn't actually even bother drawing this correctly the first time, so I should bother drawing it correctly this time then. Right, it's just gonna be like, and then, oops, and then wrong tool. I'll just like bring that in a little bit. Oops. I had more, this was bigger last time I drew it, so I might be making this too small this time. I might need to go back and make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's a lot smaller than last time. How does that look? Looks okay though. I mean, I'm only adding that in just so that the star doesn't look completely flat. So I think that's actually pretty okay. And then for the other one, I'm probably actually just gonna, I'm not gonna redraw it. I'm probably just gonna like literally like take the same image, desaturate it, and shrink it slightly. I think is how I'm gonna do that. So get rid of that. And then, oh yeah, I should put this in the doll file too. I probably should have just, oh wait, no, you know what? I can't put this in the doll file because it's gonna go off the top of the screen if I try. So that's interesting. I'll open the doll file. Doll, where is it? Projects, or not, sorry, projects, journey, right, because like this isn't going to fit in here. It's specifically not going to fit in here because this like upper limit is supposed to be like I'm not supposed to draw above this limit when drawing character art, and this, I mean, that works out kind of well because for this I'm not trying to make this character art. I'm actually trying to make this something separate from character art that won't like interfere with stuff. So I'm gonna just temporarily raise the height to like, I don't know, like something gratuitously large like that. And actually no, I should have raised it to 150. Sorry, just 1 second. Because 150 is the size of the environment art. So sure, I'm just gonna merge these layers together, I guess, and then wait, the fact that it's still like, sorry, I'm just, it's this is like fine, like this is basically fine. I'm just gonna make it slightly better because it's like it's almost fine. It's just like it's just slightly not fine to the extent that is irking me slightly. So hold on. I'm gonna make the brush size a little bit smaller because I'm trying to do like fine adjustments at this point. And then this layer needs to change a bit. Whoops, wrong tool. Yeah, now that I have the overall shape, I can be a little more careful with the smaller brushes, more finer brush strokes. I should definitely do this with the lighter inner layer too, because the lighter inner layer is kind of a joke right now. And at least it's a funny joke, I guess. It's very funny. Just not funny haha per se. Alright, so and then, oh, this is a little too low. Alright, almost there. Just about. It's kind of like on an odd pixel marker. It's like it kind of wants to be between those two pixels, which is weird, but it's fine. Alright. Right, so this is almost done. Oh, this, I think the top point of the star is a little short, but I don't really feel like changing it right now. Excuse me. So I'll just make sure it's not too dark. That might be a little too pointy. That's fine. Okay, and then last but not least, actually no, last and least. Oops, wrong tool. The lighter inner layer. Very subtle. I should be very sparing, relatively sparing with this layer. It's just supposed to, yeah, as I've said several times, this is just here to make the other layers not feel flat, or make the whole shape not feel flat. Or just like, I don't know, to just seem a little brighter. Like luminant, little more luminant, I guess. I don't know, that's probably fine. Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. Super fine. So fine. So satisfactory and great. In fact, I like it so much, I'm going to squish the layers together, which I never do until I'm satisfied with something. Why are the layers not squishing together? Alright, so copy this, paste this. Oops, I should paste this on a separate layer. Layer that's really high up. Well, not that that matters. Paste this. Alright, so the positioning, it might overlap slightly with some of the character art, because I don't want to put it too high up either. Wait, how high did I have it in the image where I was drawing it? It was pretty high. It was pretty high, actually. Yeah, it was higher than that. So yeah, maybe this is fine. And then actually, yeah, then I can be fairly certain that it won't overlap with stuff. And in the case that, I think this is going to draw after the character art, but before the name tags. So, if it does overlap at all, this will draw on top. I guess. I don't know. I can always change that if I don't like it. Right, but so the reason I put it into this doll file was to get the relative coordinates based on where I'm drawing the character art. So, oh yeah. Actually, instead of making this, yeah, I have to convert the coordinates because I changed the size of the doll file. This doll file used to be, how tall is this doll file usually? This is what, like the, this is the 60th pixel. Alright, so I have to subtract 60 from whatever measurement I come up with. The measurement being, what's the measurement? The measurement being 6530. Alright, so I have to subtract 60 from 30. So negative 30. So 65 negative 30 is the actual coordinates. So let's, oh yeah, where am I going to put this, I guess? I should really reorganize some stuff because, like, the current organizational system, it would just go like, yeah, so you know what, I'm just going to add in, a new folder for, like, art, and then for now I'm just adding a folder for art, but at some point I should put backgrounds in the art folder, I should put bonuses, I should put equipment, I should put karma, I should put all that stuff, and then I should put like the other stuff into game data, because right now it's like, yeah. Sorry, I just noticed there was like a small lint collection on my mouse. Not important. Alright, so, right, I say those little meaningless words a lot. So top energy will be new data file. Why didn't you ask me what your name would be? Data.txt, and then what did I say? 65 negative 30. 65 negative 30, and then what were the other dimensions? 34 32. 34 32. Alright, save that, and then excuse me, copy this file, new 34 32, file save as art. Oh yeah, wait, I should make a subfolder for energy in general, and then put this inside that. So top energy, this is 0.ping. Yes, and then all right. So yeah, I'll just close that for now, and then because the other thing I'm going to do is in energy, copy here, high energy will be the other one, and I'll just keep the coordinates and stuff the same. Energy, I can spell. And then yeah, so what I'm going to edit here is this. I'm going to for one thing, I'm gonna set the hue and saturation so that it's, yeah, it's like a little silvery. Actually, I won't change the lightness at first. I'll keep the lightness. I might bring up the lightness, but I think I'll bring up the contrast to change the lightness instead of just changing the lightness. So, yeah, actually, I have the other one for comparison purposes, so I'll open that one too. So yeah, now it's gonna be a little dim just because the yellow reads as brighter than the gray. So I don't want it to be that dim. So I'll up the contrast slightly, just slightly though. I don't want it to be too bright either. So like maybe that. That might be okay. What happened to the? Oh, actually, adjust the. Wait, I don't want the outline to get brighter. I want the outline to get darker, actually. So wait, what if I lowered the brightness? That might be a little too much. Wait, what did it look like before? Is that an improvement, or is that's a slight improvement? Yeah, that's slightly better, I think. And then yeah, the other thing is it's going to be slightly smaller too. So select all. I'm just going to do it by hands. That seems fine. And then center it. It's not perfectly centered, really. Or is it? That's fine. That's close enough. I'll make it get slightly lower set. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so now, yeah, wait, so let's view it at consistent sizing. 1209. Yeah, alright, so that's the top one, and that's the high one. Alright, cool. So save this. I saved that in the correct place, right? High energy, yeah. Alright, and yeah. Cool. I said I was going to pay attention to events, but you got that one, Caps Island. You're G2G. Okay. So, Front Hey. Sorry, I just got really excited. Alright, so I think this is good. I can close this without saving it, because I messed that one up. I don't want to save that. These ones are good now. Alright, so now I have the files, and I can start loading them in and using them accordingly in the script and whatnot. So, let's do that, right? Sounds like fun, right? So, yeah, alright, so we're loading this in, or we have this stuff we should also load in, I guess, oh, you know what, maybe, because I might be adding, like, right now there's only two markers, or there's only two tiers, but, like, I might add more tiers later, so I might want to, instead of keeping these as, like, separate values, I might want to save this as, like, a list, so, yeah, okay, that works. Alright, so so like, instead of top energy marker and high energy marker, it'll just be like energy. Sorry, I need to move my tablet somewhere because the way I'm standing, like my arms are like fully outstretched and just like reach the keyboard. So sorry. Hold on, did I mess up the camera? Hopefully not. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, so sorry. I should really get a separate webcam so that I don't have to constantly like move it around every time I move my laptop. Alright, so energy markers will be a list going 9, 7. And then I guess I'll say like energy percentiles equals 9 or 0.9, 0.7, and then like so like energy. Oh, I might just call these bonuses. Bonuses have I think like for the karma system, I'm also using bonuses. Like the karma, yeah, the items in karma system are bonuses, because bonuses are like just these generic little art assets that just kind of like get stamped various places. So yeah, they just keep track of their own frames and then their coordinates. So instead of creating like a new class for these things, I'm just gonna say energies. Oh wait, I'm using that for something else. So like energy items, or like energy visuals or whatever, or energy art. I don't know. Energy art equals yeah, I guess I can just say like, oh wait, no, oh yeah, no, equals bonus bonus. Actually, no, energy art. You're right. Okay, so for the length of, no, I can just do this manually. I don't have to loop over it, because I mean, the art doesn't get added procedurally, so I don't have to load it in procedurally. Bonus for now, and then I'll just say energy art index 0 dot, what is it, frames equals how do I typically handle this? I think I load both frames, even though I only need one frame. I can just check the karma system, because the karma system only has one frame. Or no, actually some of the karma stuff has multiple frames. Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, no, actually for the karma system some things have multiple frames, but in the ones that don't have multiple frames, we just reuse the previous frame, right? Yeah, we just reuse the previous frame. Alright, so what is it? Does it get initialized to anything? I think it actually gets initialized to, excuse me, I'm pretty sure bonuses get initialized to no. Oh yeah. Alright, so 2 Pygame surfaces. Alright, so it already knows that there's 2 of them. Okay. Alright, so frames, yeah, so frames index 0, we'll say equals where did I put it? Oh yeah, so art, or yeah, wait, no, pygame dot load, hold on. You can tell I don't do this very often, because whenever I'm not doing it, I don't remember how I had done it previously. Pygame image load, file name. Okay, simple enough. Pygame. Oops. Oh, too far. Too far. Pygame image dot load, and this will be art slash energy slash top energy, I think I called it. Let's double check. Yeah, top energy slash 0 dot png. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna set frames 1. Actually, maybe I could just leave it blank. I don't know. I might want to animate this at some point. For now, I'll just say frames 0 or frames 1 equals frame 0. And then same deal for. Oops! What are you doing? What are you doing? I did not tell you to do that. So then, yeah. So energy art index 1 Basically the same thing, except it is high energy. Yeah. Okay. So now let's update that place that we had started to put this in. Oh wait, I still don't have energy time and energy cooldown. Those aren't things yet. They need to be things. So, oh yeah, I can get rid of this because we're not doing it like that anymore. So energy time equals well, so one thing I'm thinking of doing is at the end of an event, I'm going to set energy time to equal like now. So like this way we were not recalculating this during the same frame that we calculate the conclusion of an event, because that frame already has enough going on. But we do it immediately. So I guess there's not a huge difference actually between those two things, because it's still before we render art. So yeah, whatever. So maybe we should just do this every time at the end of the event, actually. Because at the end of the event, that's like when it matters, right? Like, until then, it's all just... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's just do this at the end of the event instead. So we don't need energy time or energy cooldown. Yeah, so the... I will keep track of energy fade or whatever. And I think like it'll be 0.9. It actually might be a little more than 0.9, because I was thinking 0.9 when it evaluated every like 5 minutes or so, but like if it's only evaluating every time an event occurs, then it might actually be closer to like, I don't know, like what, like I don't know, like 0.7 or something. I don't know. Again, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I'm probably gonna print out the energy lists just so I can get a sense of like how much energy people are having, and that way, I can figure out exactly how I want to tune that value. All right, so let's call that good for now. And right, so I do still need to touch up. Actually, no, I just basically need to get rid of this altogether. Cut that. Delete all this. And then let's go down to the end of the event. I'll put it right next to the part with the... Yeah, I'll put it right next to this part. Oh yeah. I'll put it right after this part, because this is when the energy gets added in, and it only have to get added to the players who actually participated in this event. But then, as soon as we calculate that, then we can recalculate energy for the entire everybody. The all of people. You sound like I said olive. So this is actually energy marker index 0. Right, so energy sort, and actually, wait, I want to just kind of change this, because like I might be adding more of these in later. It's entirely likely that I will. So, so this is supposed to be times equals energy fade, and then right, so for I in the range of the length of energy marker or art, or oops, not fade, anything but fade, then energy marker index I equals energies, this other formula thing, Uh, except instead of, yeah, this 0.9 or whatever, then it's like energy, what did I call it? Energy percentiles. Yeah, index I. Cool. All right, so we just do that for all of those. And then, all right, so now, yeah, and then the last step is to actually render these at some point. So now we know what we know what like the percentiles are, or we know what the markers are for the percentiles. And so now when we're blitting characters, down here, oh, I'm not loading in the data for those. I'm not loading in the data yet for those things, so I can't actually reference their data yet. Whoops. All right. The other thing that we need to say is with open art slash, oops, this is in quotes, art slash energy slash top energy slash data.txt as fdata. Yeah, welcome back, Nifrim. Oh, Oasis Extreme. Hey, how's it going? What am I using to program? I'm right now. I'm using Spider. No, I'm not. I used to use Spider. I'm using PyCharm. Yeah, it's a free IDE for, I think specifically for Python, right? Anything with the py in it is probably just for Python. Yeah, sorry for the delayed response on that question. I kind of zoned out of chat for a second, or for a few minutes. All right, so with open, that good stuff. Excuse me. So the coordinates, or like the I don't know, like the numbers or whatever, equals fdata dot read. We're gonna read in that file, and then we're gonna split it on space characters, because that's how we set it up. And so we can say energy art index 0 dot, what is it? It's cx, yeah. Cx equals the integer value of numbers index 0, and then cy, and then the width and the height are going to equal indexes 1, 2, and 3. And that's it's the width and the height, I think, right? Width. I'm pretty sure that's how I usually set it up. I can double check though. And then, all right, and then lastly, I should probably do this differently. Yeah, like instead of naming these like top energy and like high energy or whatever, I should probably just name them like 0 and 1, so that they correspond to the indexes, and then I can just like iterate to load them. That might be easier. Oh right, because I'm still not. Oh no, I am loading the art for both. Yeah. Whoops, what did I do? I deleted like half of what I was trying to delete. All right, yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. So, right, so top energy is, I'm renaming this to 0, and high energy I'm renaming this to 1, and then so we'll say so okay, so instead of this, all of this whole business, we can just say we can say what, so for oh yeah, and actually I'll get rid of this too. So for I in length energy markers, and I'll just have to keep that data in step. I mean, I can always, I don't know, I can put that data outside of the script if I ever felt like it, but for now this is fine. So for I and energy markers, oh yeah, so right, this is where we actually go do all of this business, except using energy art index I. Oops, no, go away. Energy art index I, and that makes perfect sense. Protospasm. Excuse me. I should randomize those so that it's not Grubach and Zur every time. I should like have a random ogre text generator, and it just plugs in like random ogre words. Hey, creative. So okay, so what are these things now actually? All right, so yeah, so right, so we're no longer reading it. It's no longer called top energy. It's now called plus plus the oops close quote plus the string version of I plus the rest of that business, and then yeah, same thing here. It's not called top energy again. It's called close quotes plus the string version of I plus the rest of that business. Yeah. And then the rest of that works out fine, I think. Hopefully. We'll see. I after this event, that event is over. I'm going to conclude this. I'm going to conclude the script just for a moment, and then I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish. Oh, I hope it didn't cut off anyone's level ups or anything. Oh, Nifrim, I'm sorry. You leveled up. Congratulations. I closed the script without checking. Sorry about that. And congratulations. So, yeah, right. So the other thing I was going to add is the part where this actually renders, because that's, an important part of having it show up, is rendering it at some point. So, so what are we going to say here? So if player dictionary index parade index I, which is the player in question at this point, if their dot energy, oh wait, actually, okay, so for I in length, in range length, yeah, alright, sorry. I could have set this up a little in a slightly more sophisticated manner. It's occurring to me now, but whatever. The length of, what do I call this? Energy art. If, right, so if player, parade index I dot energy is greater than energy marker index I, then this is why we sorted it in descending order, because we're going to just start from the top, and the first time we exceed one of these markers, we're just going to say, well, the last thing we're going to say is break, but the first thing that we're going to say is graphics blit blah 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 blah. Basically this, except we're going to do it here, and it's not going to be bonuses this time. It's going to be what is it? Energy art. So where we're mentioning bonuses here, we want to mention energy art, frames, blah blah blah. So yeah, bonuses, nope. Energy art, yes. Bonuses, no. Energy art, yes. Bonuses, no. Energy art, yes. Bonuses, no. Energy art, yes. Alright, and then I think that should work now. So now, if your energy is if you're like the most energetic individual in the game, you should get the gold star, and if you're one of the most energetic individuals of the game, uh, but yeah, so more than one person can have the gold star. You know what? I think I don't want to. Oof. Yeah, oof. Yeah. It just occurred to me like right now, energy is based on it's tied very closely to experience the way it's calculated, and so the end result is like random events like the ogres, for example. It doesn't feel as like, I don't know, that might be kind of annoying. I think I'm going to temper that slightly. So it's like you're I think it's going to be that the energy you get from an event, you'll get some baseline amount just for having participated. And then you'll get and so then yeah, so then the amount of overall energy you get is actually not going to be 100% based on the outcome of the event, because sometimes you don't have control over the outcome of the event. I mean, I could have it like I could have it slant by actually, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should have it go by event type. Excuse me, because an event type, yeah, no, I kind of like it for I kind of like it to match experience points when when the event type is very deliberate, because then like it really rewards players who, go for the gold, as it were. But you can't go for the gold in a random event type, and that doesn't feel balanced. That just feels arbitrary. I mean, it's supposed to feel arbitrary sometimes, but I don't think this is one of those cases where we want it to feel arbitrary. So, all right, so um, no, not here. All right, so right now we're saying energy plus equals value PB. All right, so instead we're going to say, oh wait, have we done ETC yet? Event type category? Yes, we have. All right, so we've already figured out the event type category. So here we're going to say, wait, we already did it. Right, yeah, okay, okay. So if ETC, if event type category equals 0, 0 is random, then we're going to say the energy plus equals value index 1, because 1 is average-ish, right? And then else, wait, value PB, yeah, yeah, okay. And then in the else case, you're going to get energy equivalent to how much experience you got. Yeah, all right, that's because okay, so okay, basically I want this the energy system, like I'm calling it energy because it's like it's basically supposed to be something for like hardcore players to like strive for, because like right now there's the long goal of like hardcore players can strive to gain experience, but there's nothing in the moment really. I mean, well, no, there's okay, so there's the long goal of like gaining experience, and there's there's the individual events themselves, but there's like it's basically those two things, and I basically wanted like, I don't know, something nice to like to aim for in like the moderate range of like of participation, I guess. I don't know. Also, stars, gold stars, yay. I might change the art to something else at some point, but I want it to, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this is cool. Hopefully. Actually, I should rerun the script now just to ferret out whatever crashes. Yep. And invalid syntax. Oh, I forgot a colon. That's one forgotten colon. One forgotten colon today. Uh, just the one? Apparently just the one. Oh, there's a crash though. What don't you like? Oh, yeah, right. I never... That's not a file. I was gonna make that a file. Did not make it a file. Should I just comment it out for now? The alternative would just be not... No, I'll just comment it out for now. Wait, no. I don't know what it was trying to do just then. But it was not letting me insert the typing cursor where I wanted to insert a typing cursor. Yeah, I think the rest should be fine. So let's run that. Oop. Almost. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to do, is int objects are not iterable? Oh, right. For I in range of the length of energy markers. Was that the only place that I did that? Hopefully, but I don't trust myself. So let's just quickly look up the length of energy. Yeah, okay. So I remember to do it there. Yeah, that one's fine. That one, yes, that one's good. All right. I did remember it in the other cases. But one thing that had slipped my mind that I wanted to do was I also want to print energies, just to see what that list looks like. Just to keep a general sense of like, how much energies do people have in general? Because like the other thing is like the fade time. I need to make sure that that's like in check. It's not like, because if there's too much fade, then it'll only be a measure of like who participated in the last event, and if there's not enough fade, then it'll just be a measure of who participated the most today. Whereas I want it to be like more somewhere between the two, like who's participating the most right now, like who's nailing it, who knows their stuff. All right, so yeah, run this again now, then it'll work, maybe? Nope. You were getting there, though. Did you say out of range? Oh, because I'm not appending it. Derp. Whoops. Alright, so energy art dot append. Yeah, I remembered I was going to add that step, and then I just didn't. Alright, new bonus. Save that. The good news is we haven't connected to IRC yet, so I don't have to wait for the script to cool off or anything. It keeps crashing before it connects to IRC. What are you... Number is not defined. Oh, numbers. There we go. Alright. Sometimes I have moments where like, whoop, shoot, I probably connected to IRC at this point, but whatever. What do you mean? List out of range. I didn't change anything here. What are you talking about, out of range? What? I did not change anything here. Liar. I didn't change anything. Wait, what is this? Next answer, session top. What is session top? Oh, wait a second. Yes, I know what happened here. It was the timestamp thing. The first thing I did today was, it's the other place. It's not here. In load stream data, it's where we say load stream data. I had it in stream data timestamp, but I think I forgot to initialize it. Oh no, Oh, I'm not supposed to initialize it. Am I? Oh, I'm not updating it. I'm never updating it, for one thing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong. All right, so let's stream data time, stream data time stamp equals this OS path blah blah. Yes, that is an important step. And I just hadn't rerun the script at all today yet. Hey, Pema, how's it going? Welcome. So that's why I hadn't found it yet. And then, Yeah, so this should actually initialize to like nothing. Should initialize to like an empty string, because that way we do have to load it in that first time. Because if we haven't loaded in that first time, then well, that would be tragic, or not. I don't know. Whatever. Uh, all right, now I can run it, and it'll be fine. And right. Nope. List index out of range. Energy markers index I is out of range. How? We have 2 markers and we have 2 arts. I should probably just pair these together, right? Like I should just add in I should just add in 2 extra values for like the marker and the percentile to the energies themselves, and like keep them all as one entire thing. But I'm literally using the length of energy markers to populate the length, or to populate energy art, and so I don't see how there could be insufficient energy markers. Does that count flesh in a body? does that count as me laughing? What the what? Yeah, this error doesn't make sense. I think it's not really an error. I think the compiler just is wrong. Range length of energy art. Oh, yeah. This is supposed to be like -1, right? Because we don't actually... Wait, no. No, if the length is 2, then it should be trying indexes 0 and 1. It shouldn't be trying index 2. Alright. Print range. Oh, wait, no, I don't have to do this inside the loop. What does it think the range of length of energy art is? So print range of length of energy art. It should be, because here it should print 0 and 1. If it prints more than 0 and 1, then that's weird. But I imagine it will print more than 0 and 1, because how else would that error be occurring? So it prints 0 and 1, and then it incurs the error. What? That's dumb. Oh. I'm double using I. I'm not supposed to be using I here. I'm supposed to be using like right, EI. EIO. Sorry. Oh yeah, right, so instead of right. Alright, EI. Yes. Don't mind me, just Python. I blame Python. Because if this was C#, for example, it would have told me that I was double using my iterators. That I was using the same iterator twice. I claim no responsibility. So, yeah, alright, let's try this again. Should I let it cool down? Nah, whatever. There might be another crash, so... and of course now there's no crashes, whatever. Excuse me. Excuse me. I should probably leave the graphics on screen so that I can see... Well, no, actually... Yeah, we won't actually see any of the... we won't see any of the effects until the first event occurs. So I'll just make the first event occur soon. I'll just put it into away mode for a minute. Oh, speaking of away mode, something occurred to me when I left earlier is I broke away mode kind of a little bit. It's supposed to be the case that during away mode, events happen faster, and it's supposed to be that way because away mode is if I have to step away from the computer for whatever reason. The events happen very fast and very frequently, as like a consolation prize for the fact that my stream got very boring all of a sudden. And yeah, hold on, I need to change. What exactly? I guess like I kind of just like so right. So I have a gating system in place so that experience gains are consistent over time, even if like someone is acting as GM and introducing events at like a different rate. So the overall gain of experience is consistent. So if a GM goes hyperactive and you miss it, you don't lose out on like a wealth of experience that only some players get. No, it's more consistent than that. I've probably said the word consistent like 500 times. So I guess like in away mode, I basically want to ignore that. I guess basically just want to override that system. So yeah, actually that's fairly simple. Because there's a point where I calculate that value and I can just override it in that case. So so after this event, Nifrim and Protospasm should have the gold stars. Oh, oh no! I think I typoed it. I think I wrote greater than instead of greater than or equal to. So actually, probably no one will have that. Oh, gross. All right. Well, I'll have to restart the script after that. But I'll make both of these changes. Did I say greater than or equal to? I hope maybe I just accidentally said it, or maybe accidentally. Maybe I actually said it correct the first time. But no, I said greater than. All right. Well, that's fixed. And then, all right. What's the other thing I want to fix? Yeah. So the part where we calculate the experience for an event. Is where whoop, hey. Value is not defined. Alright, I guess I don't have to worry about that other stuff because hey, we got this to fix. Value, what are you talking about? Oh, values. Sorry. Alright, well, something was happening. Alright, so I'll bring the script back up in just a second, and basically where I was planning on going to fix, right, because it pertains to values, so if event, so values equals blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to say, for this whole, like, recalculation of values, if, away mode, yeah, if not away mode, if not away mode, then we'll recalculate. And if away mode, then we don't have to care about that stuff. Yep. Actually, hold on. How much calculation do I do on event points pool? No, I don't do like any calculation at all, really. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing is I only deduct from event points pool in the case that away mode is off. So if not away mode, yeah, in the case of away mode, it's just like free experience for everyone, hooray! As a consolation prize for my stream getting boring all of a sudden. I don't go away very often, but when I do, I give free experience like it was candy. Okay, and then I think the rest is probably legit. Yeah. Alright, so save that, and then Is there anything else that I need to change before I restart the scripts? I think that was everything. I fixed the crash. I fixed that thing where I was silly and did the wrong thing, and I fixed white mode bonus points or experience points. So yeah, that should be good. Save that. I'll give the script a second longer to cool down. And so if that works when it comes up, I mean, like, what are the odds that it'll actually work? But if it works, for example, oh, sorry, I was clearing my notifications. Oh, this is slightly off screen. Sorry, my monitor used to be set up so that it was like adjust. It was. Alright, sorry, I'm still getting used to this. Yeah. So if that works, that was like the whole plan for Top Adventurers. So frame condition stacked checking clock. Those words don't totally make sense together, but they kind of. I know what that means. That's kind of like, I don't know. It's a kind of interesting thing, I guess. I don't know if this is like a common thing, but like I feel like I want it. So I don't know. It seems like it might be like basically I'm gonna set up like a clock that runs on like multiples of 2, kind of, or not necessarily multiples of 2, but like increasing like a series of like increasing counters, so that like because like right, so right now I have like a few timers that I check like whether the time of this timer has like elapsed, or I do something every like 5 minutes, or like I check every like with the loading in the stream data now, I check every second, right? And like there are all these different time scales, and like right now they're like sequential, and like if a second hasn't passed since the last time a second passed, then I can be fairly certain that 5 minutes haven't passed, right? Because usually more than 1 second has passed before 5 minutes have passed. In fact, what would it be, like 400 or 300, 306, 300 seconds have passed in 5 minutes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stack those up, because then I won't have to feel as bad about how many of those I check as frequently as I check them. Hopefully. So yeah. So everything has to be slightly more than twice as long as the previous thing. Or wait, how does this work actually? If I just strictly went with multiples of 2, then like for example, the first thing could check like has 1 second elapsed, and the next thing could check has 2 seconds elapsed, and the next thing could check have 4 seconds elapsed. I couldn't do 3 seconds, because if 1 second has elapsed but 2 seconds haven't elapsed, it could still be the case that 3 seconds have elapsed, because the first time it'll say like so at the 1 second marker it'll say like yes 1 second has passed but no 2 seconds have not passed. At the 3 second marker, or at the 2 second marker, it'll say yes 1 second has passed, yes 2 seconds have passed, no 3 seconds have not elapsed. But then the 3 second marker, it'll say yes 1 second has passed, no 2 seconds have not passed, because it's checking from the previous time that it checked. I mean, it could just change that so that it just like doesn't have. I think for simplicity's sake, I'm probably just not going to do it that way. And then I don't know, it's kind of weird, because I also have like very specific. I mean, the other thing is that I kind of want to. I could like set up a queue instead. Instead of like just checking this stuff constantly, I could just like have a schedule, right? Because like if I know if this thing's happening like every second, then like that's gonna happen fairly often. And so like the one check that I could run is like, so yeah, I could just have like the list of like what to do when, and like I could just like insert to this list when it's, when something is getting scheduled, and then I could just like, because then the only thing I have to keep track of is the thing that's on top of the list, because like if it's not time to do what's on top of the list, then it's not time to do anything that's after it. that might be a little bit better because then I can have like literally any time frame. Like if I feel like having like if I feel like having the passive system recalculate every like 14.6 seconds or no 14.6 minutes or something like that, and then I don't have to worry about it uh it'll yeah, I might go with that. uh and then kind of related is I might switch over to like a messaging system too for the initialization of various events, because right now it's a little bit hectic how I set that stuff up. So how would that go? I can worry about that later actually. Let's see if this works. Alright, so I'm going to activate away mode, and alright, we'll see what happens. Um, I like how there's an upset emoticon in the middle of what you're saying there. um, all right. Yeah. So the reason I might change my mind about how I want to do the next thing, the thing about initializing stuff, because the other thing I might want to do is like not just set up a new system for initializing stuff, but also actually like set up a whole system for like passing messages throughout the game for like, because there's a lot of stuff that like I either threaded in a weird way or haven't threaded because I don't have like this messaging system set up, or there's a lot of stuff that I would thread like text processing. Right now I think the weirdest thing that happens on the main thread is parsing text from IRC, and I would just, I don't know, I'd like it to be on a different thread. I'm not worried about it yet, but I feel like it's one of those things that once the game scales, especially once this game scales up, and it has like, I don't know, because like this game. So like a few months ago when I tested this game with 50 people, like it worked, and I assume it still works with like 50-ish people. But then like that's the most people I've actually tested it with before. So at some point I'll want to test it with a lot more people and stuff. So I am actually planning. I might do that tomorrow. Or I might try and set up a like everybody like just I don't know what this would do, but I want to like invite like some online community to like death hug it. I don't know. I don't know if that'll work, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'll eventually. Well, like yeah. So the other thing is like I'll know that I'll always be able to test this game with as many people as would play this game, because I can test this game basically at any time, and so whenever I break the previous record for how many simultaneous players there are, I don't think the strains on this game actually have very little, if anything, to do with the number of players in the game. Actually, it has. Ooh, what just happened there? What? Oh, rabble. I've done that before. Length of energy is greater than 0, not the length of energy is greater than 0. Alright, sorry about that. Man. I might, because it's been crashing so much and like no one's been getting credit for these events, I'll leave away mode on for a little while, so that way you can all make up the experience that did not get properly attributed throughout all this crashing. Sorry about that. All that stuff. Yeah. Oh, I'm not actually doing anything right now. I'm just distracting myself from what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'll get started on what I'm supposed to be doing, which is the schedule, right? So yeah, I'll just